Welcome, welcome. I'm eating, well, making dinner. I'll eat it soon enough. How are you doing? Oh, thank you so much. That's so kind of you. How are you guys doing tonight? I am making dinner because I'm alone and this never happens. Very excited about this. Bagel is almost done. I promise I won't have my back turned for the majority of this time. Just getting all the pieces of my meal. I'm doing good too. Oh, okay, Jess. Yeah, it's I'm good. I'm so glad it's Friday. I'm sure a lot of people feel that. Oh, thank you. I try to respect everyone. Man, oh man. Sometimes it can be hard. Although some people, let's be honest, some people behave in a way that does not beget respect. I think we can all agree to that. Okay, my bagel's done. I am making a sandwich that is so completely weird when you just think about it. But my God, in practice, it is so freaking good. I'm starting with a blueberry bagel. You can see the berries. I'm going to fry an egg and put that on there. And then I'm also going to put on some chili crisp. Which, chili crisp and egg, I mean, come on. If you've never tried that and you like spice in the most remote of ways, you gotta try it. But like, for whatever reason, on a blueberry bagel, it's different. I'm not gonna say it's as epic a combo as chicken and waffles, but it is a sweet, savory deliciousness. Yeah, there's a lot of people who do not think before they type. And then they get really, really upset when I match their energy. They're like, oh, you can't say that. And I'm like, why? You're a creator. You have responsibilities. I'm like, I'm a human and I'm going to protect my peace. But good question. Am I moving here if TikTok gets banned? 100% yes. It could be up to a year before that ban actually takes place. But me, like, kind of starting the move over here wasn't actually about the TikTok ban at all. A friend of mine, which you guys might have seen the video that I did the other day. There is a YouTuber who goes by Relatable Reese. She is my mother-in-law, not my mother-in-law, my stepmother. She's my dad's wife, and I've cut him completely out of my life, but I have developed a friendship with her, and she showed me like the proper channels to go through to monetize on YouTube, and it's a lot better. Like the perks and everything, and not just for me, but for my followers, so much better here. Like truly so much better. I can offer so much more here, and because I can put some things behind an actual secure paywall, I can tell more of my stories. I can be more authentic. So you'd say I'm a creator and you're ignorant. So much more. I love that. Oh, yay. We're getting more people over here from TikTok. I'm guessing you guys saw the video that I just posted over there. Yeah, I like going live here a little more. I feel like the comments don't jump over here, which means that it's more likely that I'm going to see more of the comments that are actually left for me, which is going to be really, really nice. Do you like avocado toast? Yes, I do. And I don't know if that question was like trying to gauge my cringe level, because kids think that's cringy now. And like, I guess older people think that that's millennials ruining their lives. I don't eat it all the time because I'm in an unincorporated part of Missouri. So getting good quality avocados is not that easy. So I'm gonna go rinse. Do I support LGBTQIA+? Absolutely. It's like asking if I breathe air. Okay, so yeah, I've had a YouTube for quite a while now, but I haven't done much with it. Previously, really all I've done is take my POVs from TikTok and take like all the parts of a story and stitch them all together in one long video. And that's fine, but I want to do more. And with TikTok, once you choose your niche, you're stuck. And they will intentionally not put your videos out there if you're not using the hashtags and the formats and the filters and everything else that they have determined is your niche. And I'm like, I am a very multifaceted person and I have a lot of opinions, so I'm here. So best place to send your IEP story. You can do direct messaging on TikTok or on Instagram. Just please understand that there's a very low chance that I will directly respond. And that is something that protects my job. I am not allowed to directly communicate with minors at all. Come on, egg. Man, this egg is not cooperating. You're gonna flip. There. Okay. Oh, good. You love avocado toast too. That's good, Colt. Well, it's possible that they came after I did that video. So, have any stories happened to me on my page? I have done some of my own stories, but not from my current job, like not my current district. I've only done stories from previous districts, previous jobs. And sometimes I'll get like submissions that are really similar to something that's happened to me, and I might incorporate aspects of my job just to help with the continuity and the storytelling and all of that stuff. Yeah, unfortunately, I am very aware of all the people that steal my stuff, and there's not much I can do about that. Oh my God, my sister's in here! Y'all say hi to Crystal Dax. That's my sister. Do I have any advice on teaching? Oh God. My knee-jerk response to that is don't do it, and that upsets a lot of people. It does. It is not, it's not a statement about you as a person, your resolve, your anything. It is just the fact that our society has decided that teachers do not deserve the most basic level of respect anywhere near an acceptable salary, and they are just going to keep piling shit on us, and society as a whole is going to keep disrespecting us. And if you are not already institutionalized into it like I am, it's not worth your sanity and your mental health, and you will question yourself every single day. Am I enough? Do I suck? I'm part of a teacher help group on Facebook, and I kid you not, I saw a post today where a teacher was quite literally posting saying, I am a terrible person. I'm like, no, you're fucking not. You are not a terrible person if things have happened at your job, like that does not make you a terrible person at all. And it was so hard to just look at that and read that. Story about bad lunch food. That one was sent to me. What's interesting is that the person who submitted it did not tell me where or when that took place. But when I posted it, I got a whole bunch of people who were like, oh my God, I think I know where that happened. And they were sending me messages saying, I think it's this story here. And I went and I read the story and I'm like, either it's not the same place, or they intentionally left out information, or the news story is lying, or maybe a combination of all of these things, because the details that were sent to me were different from what was in the news story that was being sent. So that's a thing. That's like, but I have gotten some stories. There was one I did not long ago about a teacher who had been, well, no, the teacher wasn't informed by the student. The teacher was informed by administration. A student had informed administration that they had seen students with a picture of their teacher completely nude, and it was on a revenge porn website. The person sent me the link to the news story and then gave me more information than the news story had. And I was like, oh my God, you know this is real, because it lined up with the news story and then went beyond it. And I was like, damn. And being a teacher, teachers go through trying to mitigate the absolute torture that kids will endure online. It all made, like, it lined up. I was like, this, you know what happened behind the scenes. So that was really, really cool. So, oh shoot, helping me. It's lemon pepper on avocado toast. Oh my God, that would be amazing, Colt. That would be amazing. I used to have a huge thing of lemon pepper, and I got wrong. I ran out and I haven't replaced it. Anessa, happy graduation and birthday. I'm not sure if, actually, Seaster, I want to make you a moderator. I'm wondering if I can do that. Yeah, there you go. Cool. Seaster, you are now a moderator. Ta-da! So if you see people who are like being overtly inappropriate, or like, I don't know, the random troll stuff, I'm concerned that the random child trolling things that go on TikTok will probably find me here for a little while. Which, I mean, it is what it is, but I don't really want to deal with that if I don't have to, so. Thank you, Kirsten. Just here making my dinner. I'm about to flip you guys around so I can go eat. Yeah, I'll just eat the rest of those. These are divine, by the way. I don't know if you could get them online or not, but I got these in a snack box. They're called long chips, and these are mushroom long chips. They are flash fried for 10 seconds, and I swear to God, if you are a mushroom person, you will absolutely love them. Most interesting story that's happened to me. I don't think that I can answer that one. Like, I don't think there's an answer for that. Because, like, define interesting, define crazy. Like, I could tell you the most damaging story. Like, that one would be easy, but like most interesting or craziest, I mean, every year comes with its own level of crazy, you know? I don't know. Oh, you're very welcome, Kirsten. It seems really obvious the way it's spelled. I do need to continue Miss McKay's story. I will hopefully do that later this evening. I am live while I have dinner, and then I'm going to be out in my garden for a while. My husband has taken our kids And he's gonna he's just doing all kinds of fun stuff with them tonight. So I'm taking advantage of the time that I have. But hopefully I will get tired with the gardening and be able to switch it up and continue with that story. I haven't had anyone find the Easter egg in that one yet, though. I'm sure somebody will, but nobody has said it. Okay, I'm going to flip you guys around, and then I'm going to come around and eat at my counter over here. This is like my favorite part about my kitchen. We have a bar, and so I can like cook while people are sitting at the bar watching, and we can just talk. And then, you know, if I want to, I can eat at the bar, which is what I'm gonna do. Scariest thing that ever happened to me. That would probably be a tie between the time that we were in a lockdown and I could tell that one of my students knew something. This was a 6th grade student in a previous district. And he was like doing anything he could to get out of the room. And I found out later that it was because his cousin had hidden a gun in the school. It was an elementary school. And he was trying to get out to try and help him re-hide it before the cops could find it. So tie between that and the time that my school was put on lockdown, and I received a text message from a coworker informing me that we were on lockdown because there was a member of staff, I will not say what capacity they were, who was going through a really nasty divorce, and their pending ex had either called or texted or something, basically said that they were going to come to the school and kill them. And we got really lucky that that person was a terrible driver and crashed before they got there. So, Kiara, you got it. What grade do I recommend teaching? Oh, that's going to be an individual decision. Oh my God, my chair is sinking. Are you guys watching this? Like every couple of minutes, I just kind of go, I'm going to get a different seat. It's just a stool, but it's like, see, this is how high I should be. But I was like down here. Oh God, I feel like this one's going to sink too. I hope not. I love Mighty Ducks. I ignorantly showed that to a class at the end of the school year years ago, and holy crap, there's so much language in there. I'm like, it is rated PG. And that was the only thing our school cared about. Okay, hold on. Oh, good to know. Thank you, sister. My favorite experience from teaching? I had a kid 2 years in a row. It was in the middle of COVID. Oh, well, that's just captions. I had a kid who went from virtual to in-person. They were my student virtually, and they had straight A's and everything. And then they moved to my class in person. But they had like all these extra accommodations. And I was like, why does a straight A student need that? And this was a kid who was really, really struggling. Like, pretty sure parents were doing their work for them. And spent 7th grade year doing anything to not do work. And then I ended up having the student again as an 8th grader, and the year started out about the same. And I just I sat down with the kid and I was like, here's the thing. You shut down when you get confused because you're probably afraid to ask questions. But if you're going to ask a bajillion questions, this is the class to ask them in. And I don't care how simple it is. Ask any question that you have. And I got burnt out answering questions a few times, but I had a second teacher in there to provide service minutes, and she was like the best ever, because if like her students didn't need help, she would help anybody. And so if I got burnt out, she would take over and answer all the questions. And I mean, this kid went from not being able to remember the 4 operation signs to getting a legitimate A in my class. Like, as an 8th grader in math. Like went from not remembering the difference between a plus and a division sign to having a legitimate A in 8th grade math. Like was not getting shortened assignments or easier content. Like it was amazing. Absolutely amazing. What made me decide to start teaching? I became a para right after high school. My best friend at the time urged me to apply for the job with her, and I felt really bad because I got it and she didn't. But I had a little girl that year. I think in my POVs of her, I think I called her Erin, maybe. She had a brain tumor. She wasn't expected to live more than a year. The only adult she had in her life was her grandfather. And in the time I had her, she started speaking on a very limited basis. And we got her to say papa to her grandpa. And I was like, this is what I want to do with my life. So I did early childhood special education for my major, which was a functional major. And since then I have acquired 5 more teaching certificates. So I have a total of 6 teaching certificates plus my master's. So it's a lot. Yeah, captions are auto-created. So I can try and go back in and edit them if I remember later. Yep, that one was my story from before I became a teacher. I was straight out of high school at that one because that was before there were para laws. And I did actually get to go back and see her when I was student teaching. She lived that long. She was in the multiple disability classroom. And man, my heart just melted. Heart puddle when I saw her running around that classroom. I mean, running for her. She had like braces and everything, so. An appropriate age for people to watch my content. If I could put any restrictions on my content at all, and like I got to say in 100% of who got to see it, I would block anyone under the age of 16 in my area and anyone under the age of 14, period. Like 13 and younger, no. So, Christy, I've already actually talked about that in this live, so. But yeah, teaching is interesting, especially right now. These kids right now. I was talking to my husband about it today. The inability to empathize or even sympathize with other people is off the charts. So. Thank you, Dana. I'm just a person. I did have a kid come up to me at the end of the day today. I don't even know what grade they were in, but they were asking me like about the stories in my TikToks. Like, are they real? I'm like, well, people send them to me, so I assume that they're real. So, yep, I am currently teaching. It is a wild world, let me tell you. Oh, when my friend didn't get the job, that was, sorry, seeing text. We were applying for para jobs. It was just going to be a summer job. It wasn't like a career thing at the time. We were fresh out of high school just looking for summer work. And I was a lifeguard, but lifeguarding didn't start until the afternoon when the pool opened. So the para thing was just in the morning and it made extra money for me, which I needed because I paid for the majority of my college on my own. Thank you. It's my family. Oh, Vamp Queen. Thank you for saying that. I have never, not never. I have not always been the teacher I am today. So I have grown a hell of a lot since the pandemic. Honestly, like this, like social media has taught me so much over time. Oh my God. I love you, sister. Yep. You guys can send me super chats. If you want to. It gets highlighted at the top of the chat and I will absolutely respond to that. So if you want to do that, guaranteed response, just so you're aware. My bagel broke. Hello, Devaney. Hi, I'm gonna call you Anna or Anna because I know I'll mispronounce your name and it's really hard to send a pronunciation through a chat, but I don't want to butcher your name because it's beautiful. Oh, sorry. I just saw, what grades do you teach? I teach 6th grade this year. I have taught everything from preschool up through 8th grade. Toughest area in math to teach? Well, that depends. Are the kids coming to me genuinely understanding the previous content? Because if they are coming with their previous content understood, then I would say systems of equations for what I've taught, because we do multiple solutions and stuff in 8th grade, and that can be really hard for kids to like look at the system and know what method to use. So, well, hi, Richie Plays. I hope you have a good day too. I don't teach reading. I am certified to teach all subjects through grade 6 and ELA through grade 9. But I don't utilize that certificate. I just did that because in Missouri, you're more likely to get a middle school job if you have 2 certifications. So I did the ELA. Yay, I'm somebody's bedtime stories. Sorry, that was really geeky, but that's fun. That's cool. Honestly, I do the same thing. Scroll and watch stuff before I go to bed. For a little bit, at least. ELA and reading are often used at, like, for the same thing. However, ELA is English Language Arts. So you learn more of the language, whereas reading is just reading. Language arts is learning about, like different functions of language, like idioms, metaphors, things like that. Also, a lot of schools today use ELA when they combine the reading and the writing classes. Oh God, yeah, high school level, it gets really hard. I mean, that's the part where it's math for the sake of doing math. And a lot of kids get disillusioned because they're like, why do I need to learn this? When am I ever going to use it? And like, it's really, really hard for kids to understand that it's not because you're going to need to use that skill, but you need to be able to solve complex types of problems. So. Well, congratulations on winning. That's awesome. I don't know if I had anything to do with that, though, if we're being honest. You have problems with abstraction. Yeah, that's not an easy one. I knew what you meant. Honestly, once you get past like algebra 2, it's not fun for me anymore. Everyone say hi to Colt's dog. Woof woof. Teaching and learning styles clashing, really tough. Heard something. Hi, Teresa. Oh my God. Having the house to myself never happens. Like literally never, never, never happens. Like just being by myself never happens. So. Oh, he's a puppy. And my sister is a dog lover. Big time. She's got 2 of her own puppos. Previously 3. R.I.P. Lana. Oh, sister. You should have heard my oldest last week was like just laying on the couch looking like something was wrong. And I said, buddy, are you okay? What's going on? And he just started crying. And he was like, I miss Lana so much. I was like, oh my God. Knife to the heart. He feels so deeply. Yeah, mine too. I just had to hold him for a few minutes. Winter ice. I'm hoping to do that a little later this evening. I'm eating right now, and then I'm gonna jump off of here and go work in my garden. I have so many seeds that I need to plant. And I honestly, I would stay live the whole time, but my reception once I get past my back deck gets really bad. So little man handles news like that really well. And it could just be his age, but like when Grampy died, he handled it really well and even saw Grampy a few times at his house afterwards. And so for him, it's kind of more matter of fact, but big guy. He feels so deeply. Oh, thank you, Colt. That's very kind of you. 21 grandkids. Oh my God. Okay, you have 5 kids and 21 grandkids. Are you telling me that most of your kids have 4 of their own? Zero judgment, by the way. Like, but wow, that is a consistently big family. Does that make sense? Like in my family, my husband and I are the only ones who've had kids in our generation so far on either side that we are in touch with. So. Oh, thank you, Sky. I'm glad they've helped. That's amazing. I bet holidays are crazy, like crazy energy and crazy, like, awesome too. Like, having that many people around, like, everything is what's the word? Potluck. If you want to submit a story, you can do direct messaging on TikTok or on Instagram. I recently went through all my messages, so it'll probably be another week or two before I go through again. Oh my gosh, yes. Bonus kids. So fun story. Well, it's my sister's story to tell, but she has her bonus kids. And I love that situation for you, sister, because like, I think it was just like the little kid phase was like not your thing. Tell all the things, she says. Okay, so growing up, I always knew, like from a very young age, that I wanted 2 kids. And my sister always knew that she did not want kids. And everyone would tell my sister, oh, you're going to change your mind. You're going to get older, and that time, that internal time bomb is just going to start ticking, and you're going to change your mind. She never changed her mind. Never changed her mind. But she loves kids, like my kids. She loves my kids. But now she is with the kindest man ever. Like, he is so freaking kind. I love this man. He treats her so well, and he's got 2 kids of his own. And now they're together. And so they are her bonus children. And she loves them. And it's so awesome because it's kind of like you just needed to skip the young child phase where they're having to learn all the things. Oh, okay. Yeah. Oh my gosh. Holidays would be so cool. Do I ever plan on doing more skits about abusive parents and partners? Maybe. That's a tough subject to broach on this app for sure. And a tough subject for people to watch. So I don't want to do that all the time. It's almost like a reminder that like everybody would benefit from therapy and it's okay to get it. So. Oh, a big bite. It's okay. I know it also helps people feel less alone, but I'm always trying to strike a balance, especially when so many people feel so powerless in those situations, or knowing about them. There's just a lot to it. These long chips are freaking amazing, man. The mushroom ones are the best for sure. And I left a bunch on my plate, but I'm gonna leave it there because fold the other way. I'm probably gonna come back in and want to munch on something when I'm done planting. I had never heard of these chips until they came in my snack box. I was like, long chips? What are these things? Read what they're like, how they're made and everything. I was like, oh my God, this seems like the best thing ever. Hi, Mary. My Lord. The way that your name is so close to a relative of mine, I double took. Like, I had a double take there for a minute. I was like, because that was going to be somebody that I hadn't like seen for a really long time. Oh, well, I'm glad, Julia. Keep in mind, I do not often respond to direct messages, and that is that's safeguarding in general. If I cannot tell with 100% certainty that you are fully adult, like very, very adult, I will not respond. And you telling me so isn't good enough. Sorry. I have policies to follow. So both your first and your last name are exactly one letter off from a family member of mine. Like, it freaked me out for a minute there. If my sister's in the chat still, she'll tell you, oh yeah, I know exactly who you're talking about. This is really good too. Okay. This is going to be like huge tangent, way out of left field. I have seen people use Biscoff cookie spread, I guess. And now I'm wondering if that is what is inside this. Oh, where did this come from? I don't know exactly what country this is from, but it's in the Baltics. But it's milk chocolate with cookie filling. And I'm like, is this what people are getting when they buy Biscoff? Because my God, it's so good. No. I'm trying to tell you, you will not guess that one. Where's the next little break-off point? Oh, that wasn't a break-off point. Oh well. One more bite. Okay, well, before I jump off of here, I want to cover a few things about my channel here on YouTube. Oh, it's a dog. If you guys saw my video, it's probably close to a month old now, where I discovered the name of what I think I was dealing with for a while in my house, a mimic. And now, like, I'm so rarely alone that now when I am, I hear anything and I'm like, there's a dog outside barking. I don't know if you guys can hear it or not. But the first bark was a singular bark. And I thought it sounded like someone getting hurt. And I was like, I catch myself. My kids aren't here to get hurt. Anyway, my channel. I have different subscription levels. And so there's going to be some interesting stuff that I do at each level. But I can tell you, and there's descriptions about them, but one of those levels, I'm going to be diving into my memories of my father growing up, and I'm going to give a lot of information that led up to why I severed ties with him, and then go into a lot of details about his side of the family and why none of them are in my life now. I also have, I think like the top tier is like a monthly brunch with me. I am considering making that, how do I say this? Because this video is technically still public. I mean, it would be in the description, but like a Get Silly with Mama Owl session. Silly. I don't know how else to say it. But yeah, those sessions I imagine would be super, super fun. And I think very much from what everyone tells me who's been in my presence that way, it would be totally worth it. I'll lose track of time and we'll just have fun. So there you go. There you go. A legally silly brunch. And I think I would do that once a month. Like I would probably start by making food because eating like that is so fun for me. I do have to monitor myself though, because I don't feel full ever in that state. So if you guys want to subscribe and find a tier that works for you. I am getting more active over here because I think it's just a better experience for everybody. And I will start doing more content over here. That's not just pulling my TikToks over here. I'm going to do more original content here. And yeah, I think it's going to be a great time. So I am going to jump off of here for tonight. I'm going to go grab all of my gardening gear, head out there, and find a place to plant as many things as I can find places to plant. I'm going to run out of space, and I know that I am. But we're going to see how much I can grow out there. So you guys have a wonderful, wonderful evening, and I will see you all next time. Bye.